In this very video, we are going to be talking about the whole biography and life story of Regina Daniels. There are a lot of things that many of us watching this very video don't actually know about Regina Daniels. Some things we just assumed, but they are not as we assumed them. In this very video, I'm going to be explaining to us the life story of Regina Daniels, her growing up, her childhood experience, the separation between the mom and dad. Many persons don't even know that Regina Daniels' father and mother are not actually divorced, but they are separated. In this very video, I'm going to be sharing how Regina was manipulated into marrying Ned Nwoko. I know many might disagree with me, but just stay tuned to this very channel and this very video, and I'm going to expose everything so that you have a better understanding. But if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell icon. Regina Daniels had a flair for acting. Born on the 10th of October 2000, this young lady is currently 23 years old, and her first movie, titled Marriage of Sorrow, was released in 2010. She was barely 10 years. Regina Daniels was paid handsomely, the sum of 10,000 naira, for that very movie. Born in Lagos State but grew up in Asaba, Delta State, Regina Daniels came from a dysfunctional family with a father and a mother who are currently separated from each other, although they have not sealed their divorce. Regina has 5 siblings, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. She is the second youngest child in her family. Seeing her parents separate in the way and manner which they did affected her a lot, and this was one of the contributors to her marrying Ned Nwoko, which I will be explaining in this very video. Many persons tend to undermine the role of a father and a mother in the upbringing of their children. Many persons tend to undermine the importance of unity as a husband and wife when it comes to the maturity and the emotional state of a child. As parents, do you know the emotional trauma that a child has to endure seeing parents, father and mother, fight every day? Do you know the emotional trauma seeing a mother and a father argue on cases of infidelity and mismanagement of funds every day? All these things takes a toll on the child, and it realigns the mentality of that child to conceive a notion that marriage is a sham, that love never exists. And this was exactly the life story of Regina Daniels. Regina Daniels' father, Jude Ojeku, and her mother, Rita Daniels, alongside her 5 siblings, lived together in Ogwashiuku, Delta State, and also Lagos State for several years before their separation. For you to understand better what led to their separation, let me give you guys a brief biography on the parents of Regina Daniels. Jude Ojeku, the father of the Nollywood actress, was born on the 4th of June 1968 in Ogwashiuku, Delta State. He had his secondary school education at St. Michael's College, Ogwashiuku, and graduated with a law degree from the University of Calabar. He is currently a law practitioner in Lagos State. Regina Daniels' mother, Rita Daniels, was born on the 12th of July 1975. She's an actress, she's a politician, she's a producer, and she's an entrepreneur. Now, moving on to what actually made Regina Daniels to marry Ned Nwoko. Do you know that Regina Daniels' parents did not actually marry each other? Traditionally, there was no marriage. Legally, there was no marriage. Religiously, there was no marriage. Regina Daniels' mom and dad met each other. They supposedly fell in love, and when Regina Daniels' father wanted to trace the paternal lineage of the supposed wife so as to make payments on bride price, Mr. Jude Ojeku claimed that the paternal family of the supposed wife could not be traced. Regina Daniels' mom, Rita Daniels, clung to the facts and maintained that her alleged husband is not traditionally recognized as Regina Daniels' father, that he did not pay a farthing on her head, that all the 6 children that she bore with the man was out of wedlock. There was no wedding. Traditionally, legally or religiously. There was no wedding. According to rumors, in 2019, when Regina Daniels was about to marry Ned Nwoko, information started spreading like wildfire that Regina Daniels' mom, Rita Daniels, was actually having extramarital affair, and this was one of the bone of contention that led to the separation of the husband and then the wife. Many of us watching this very video tend to neglect the dangers and consequences of living in a dysfunctional home. A dysfunctional home can mess up with your state of reasoning. Regina Daniels was the face of the contemporary Nollywood industry. Regina Daniels is the face of the future of Nollywood. She is actually the future alongside some other persons. She featured in a lot of movies, loved by a lot of Nollywood actors and actresses. She was the treasure of the industry. She has no hater in the industry. No one hated her for any reason. She was loved because her talent is so real. Her interpretation of her role is excellent. She is an epitome of beauty and a true interpretation of what a Nollywood actress in the future should look like. One of the mysteries of Regina Daniels that people are still trying to unbox till today was the exact reason why she accepted to marry Ned Nwoko. Was it for the money? Was it for assurance? Was it just because she never believes in marriage again? All these things are questions that have been flying in the mind of many. Maybe due to the dysfunctional home, she no longer believes in marriage and nurturing and growing with a man. Was it because of money? She has money. She has established herself as a brand in the industry, so money was never a problem. Is it affluence? She is famous. Her mom is famous. What was the exact reason why she married Ned Nwoko? Many persons are still asking this question. On several interviews where Regina Daniels' mom was privileged to give one or two responses to this very situation, she said that Regina Daniels saw Ned Nwoko and fell in love with Ned Nwoko. That she loved the kind of man Ned Nwoko is. That she saw Ned Nwoko as somebody that would give her security in marriage. And that was the exact reason why she decided to marry him. That her being the mom had to support the daughter. And she did everything within her means to make sure that the marriage was a success. A lady as beautiful, as young as an 18-year-old Regina Daniels married Ned Nwoko, a man that is old enough to be her grandfather, so to say. What is the rationale behind that? Even before the announcement of their wedding, many persons were actually matching Regina Daniels to Somadina, a fellow colleague in the Nollywood industry, someone she has a very wonderful chemistry with. What happened along the line is what many persons are still trying to unravel. But Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko got married. Regina was married into a polygamous family. Ned Nwoko currently have 6 wives. Well, out of the 6 wives, 4 normally pops up online. The first wife of Ned Nwoko is barrister Lily Nwoko. The 4th wife of Ned Nwoko is the Moroccan lady Leila Charani. The 5th wife of Ned Nwoko is Lina Nwoko. And then the youngest wife, Regina Daniels. Regina Daniels currently have 2 children for Ned Nwoko, Muni Nwoko and Khalifa Nwoko. Muni is actually the first child of Regina Daniels, while Khalifa is the second child of Regina Daniels. Ned Nwoko has a total of 10 children and he's trusting God for more children to come in the future. Politically, Ned Nwoko is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Regina Daniels, on the other hand, has been appointed as the secretary of the Senator's Wife Association of Nigeria. Regina Daniels has a lot of endorsement deals. Her fleet of cars are innumerable. But one question still remains. What was the exact reason why Regina Daniels married Ned Nwoko? Did she make the right choice for herself and for her career and for her life in general? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe.